Hello, and welcome back to English Unbound, the place where you learn English simply and powerfully and improve fast. This is your comfortable place to practice English by listening, repeating, and shadowing. Here, you learn English at a slow, natural pace. I'm Mike, and I am really happy you are here with me today. In this episode, I'll speak slowly and clearly, use everyday simple vocabulary, repeat important phrases, and give you plenty of time to shadow, pause, and practice. Shadowing helps you copy the rhythm, the music, and the sound of natural English so you can improve your speaking without stress and build your confidence step by step. Today, we start with something every person knows well, your day. It is simple, familiar, and very useful. We talk about your day in English, from the moment you wake up to the time you get ready for bed. We'll build full sentences, not just short answers. We'll practice useful expressions you can use when talking with a friend, meeting someone new, or reviewing your day on your own. Describing your day is one of the best ways to practice English because it's real, you don't need difficult words, and you already know every detail of your own routine. So today, we talk about what you do in the morning, what happens in your afternoon, and what you typically do in the evening. You don't need to talk about complicated topics. You don't need special vocabulary. You just talk about your own life. By the end of this episode, you will feel more ready and more confident to talk about your daily routine in clear English. So, take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and let's get started. Why should we practice talking about our day in English? Let me tell you a simple reason. Your day is something real and easy for you to remember. You live it every day. You know what happens. You don't need to think hard or look for big ideas. You're not talking about school subjects or difficult topics like history or politics. You are talking about your own life, the normal things you do from morning to night. You can say what time you get up. You can say what you eat, where you go, and who you see. You can talk about work, school, home, or free time. You can even talk about your feelings. Maybe you are tired. Maybe you feel good. Maybe you are stressed, or maybe you are calm. And this is very helpful. When you talk about the things you really do, you use English in a natural way. This is the kind of English people use in everyday life, not just in books. You don't have to speak perfectly. You only need to try. Every time you practice, you learn a little more. When you tell your day in English, you start to think more in English. Your sentences become smoother. You stop translating in your head. You feel more sure when you speak. Little by little, it becomes easier. Let me give you a picture. Imagine you meet a new person. They smile and ask you, "So, how was your day?" Because you have practiced talking about your day, you won't feel lost. You won't freeze. You will already have words in your mind ready to say. Your brain will already have English sentences ready to go. All you need to do is speak. Let's talk about an easy way to practice English every day, even if you practice alone. No teacher, no partner, no classroom needed. Just you, your voice, and a few simple questions. Here's the idea. If you practice answering small questions about your day, speaking becomes easier and faster. Let's try it together. Start with simple questions. When you don't know what to say, try asking yourself, what happened today? What time did I get up? What did I eat? Where did I go? Who did I see? What did I do in the evening? How did I feel? These are easy questions, and you already know the answers because they come from your real life. Give short, clear answers. You don't need long sentences. You can start very small. For example, I woke up at 6:30. I made tea and ate toast. I took the bus to work. I talked to my coworker about a project. After dinner, I relaxed and watched a short video. These are everyday actions, things you already understand and can explain. Add tiny details to sound more natural. Once you feel comfortable, you can add one extra idea. For example, I woke up at 6:30 because my alarm was loud. I drank tea and ate toast, and it tasted good. I took the bus to work. It was very crowded. I cooked pasta tonight. It was easy and quick. I watched a show before bed. It helped me relax. Small details make your English sound real and alive. A practical mini-story to practice. Today was a busy day. I got up early and took a quick shower. For breakfast, I ate yogurt with fruit. I walked to the store to buy milk and bread. Later, I studied English for 20 minutes. In the evening, I cooked rice and vegetables. After dinner, I cleaned the kitchen and listened to music. This is simple, real-life English you can use anywhere. Practice even if you're alone. If you don't have someone to talk to, no problem. Here are 3 easy ways to practice. Talk to yourself. Record your voice. Write 2 or 3 sentences. Why this works? You build strong speaking habits. You stop translating in your head. Your vocabulary grows naturally. English becomes part of your daily life. You feel more confident each week. This is real practice, not just study. This is how you start thinking and speaking in English without fear. Don't worry about making mistakes. The most important thing is to speak. Every time you try, your English gets a little easier. You can start small, say 1 sentence today. Tomorrow, say 2 sentences. Next week, try to tell a short story about your morning. Today, we start building this skill together, step by step, word by word, one real sentence at a time. Let's begin at the start of the day, the morning. Morning is very important. It can decide how you feel all day. A calm morning helps you feel ready, awake, and happy. Even a few minutes of English in the morning can make a big difference. Now, let's practice some simple morning sentences. Repeat slowly, like shadowing my voice. I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. Now you repeat. I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. Sometimes I wake up at 6:30 if I have many things to do. Now you repeat. I wake up at 6:30 if I have many things to do. If I sleep late, I feel very tired the next morning. Now you repeat. If I sleep late, I feel very tired the next morning. After waking up, I usually stay in bed for a few minutes. Now you repeat. After waking up, I usually stay in bed for a few minutes. I think about my day and plan what I will do. Now you repeat. I think about my day and plan what I will do. I like to take 3 deep breaths to feel fresh and awake. I like to take 3 deep breaths to feel fresh and awake. Then I get up and walk to the bathroom. Then I get up and walk to the bathroom. I brush my teeth carefully for 2 minutes. I brush my teeth carefully for 2 minutes. I wash my face with cold water, which makes me feel awake. I wash my face with cold water, which makes me feel awake. Sometimes, if I am very sleepy, I take a quick shower. Sometimes, if I am very sleepy, I take a quick shower. While showering, I listen to soft music or a short English lesson. Now you repeat. While showering, I listen to soft music or a short English lesson. It helps me feel relaxed and ready to start the day. It helps me feel relaxed and ready to start the day. After the shower, I dry my body and put on clean clothes. After the shower, I dry my body and put on clean clothes. I usually wear comfortable clothes, like jeans and a t-shirt. I usually wear comfortable clothes, like jeans and a t-shirt. If I have a meeting or class, I choose something a little more formal. If I have a meeting or class, I choose something a little more formal. Next, I go to the kitchen to make breakfast. Next, I go to the kitchen to make breakfast. Breakfast can be simple: toast with jam, eggs, or fruit. Breakfast can be simple: toast with jam, eggs, or fruit. Sometimes I eat cereal with milk and a banana. Sometimes I eat cereal with milk and a banana. If I have more time, I make oatmeal with honey or a small omelet with vegetables. If I have more time, I make oatmeal with honey or a small omelet with vegetables. Now, let's try shadowing longer sentences. While eating, I sometimes watch a short video, read the news, or sit quietly and listen to the birds outside. Before leaving the house, I check my phone. I look at the time, read important messages, and see if I have meetings or plans for the day. I pack my bag with things I need: my phone, notebook, keys, a water bottle, and sometimes a snack. Then I put on my shoes and step outside. I take a moment to feel the fresh air, enjoy the sunshine if it's there, and start my day. Sometimes I notice the sun shining or the cool morning wind on my face. Every morning is a little different, but I always try to follow a routine that works for me. When I start my day speaking English, I feel more awake and more focused. I am proud of myself for practicing, and I know I will keep improving. And that is my morning routine. Well done! You did a great job so far. You can shadow these sentences slowly. Try to add small details about your own morning routines: what you eat, what you see, or how you feel. Little by little, your English will sound more natural and more real. Okay, friends, now we are going to practice talking about your afternoon and evening. Listen carefully, pause after each sentence, and repeat slowly. Now let's move to the afternoon, the middle part of the day. Many people are busy in the afternoon. Some people go to work, some go to school, and some stay at home to take care of their family or house. No matter what you do, the afternoon is a great time to practice English. Even if you are busy, you can listen, repeat, or speak for 5 or 10 minutes. Small steps make a big difference. Here are some more example sentences for the afternoon. Repeat after me. After lunch, I go back to work. After lunch, I go back to work. Sometimes I feel a little sleepy after eating. Sometimes I feel a little sleepy after eating. I check my emails and answer the most important ones first. I check my emails and answer the most important ones first. I often read messages from my coworkers or classmates. I often read messages from my coworkers or classmates. I usually have 1 or 2 meetings in the afternoon. I usually have 1 or 2 meetings in the afternoon. Sometimes I meet a client or my manager to talk about work. Sometimes I meet a client or my manager to talk about work. Great, you are doing well. Keep repeating. If I work from home, I sit at my desk and open my laptop. I type reports, write emails, or prepare presentations.
I also look at my calendar to see what I need to do next. I like to keep my desk clean and organized. It helps me think better. I usually take a short break around 3 p.m. Sometimes I eat a small snack like an apple, a banana, or a biscuit. If the weather is nice, I step outside for a short walk. Even 10 minutes outside makes me feel happy and fresh. I notice the sun, the trees, or people walking by. Great! This is a simple way to relax and practice thinking in English. You can even practice these sentences. Just pause the video after each sentence and repeat.
If I have some free time in the afternoon, I practice English. Sometimes I listen to a podcast while walking. Other times I read a short article or a story online. I also watch slow English videos to improve my listening. When I watch, I pause the video and repeat sentences out loud. This helps me speak clearly and naturally. Before I finish my work for the day, I like to write a short note about what I did. I also write one sentence about how I feel. For example, I finished all my work today and I feel proud. Or, I didn't finish everything, but I will try again tomorrow. Writing helps me remember English words and feel ready for the next day. Fantastic! You just practiced your afternoon routine. You listened, repeated, and spoke English slowly. Remember, the goal is practice, not perfection. Now, let me tell you a full story about my afternoon. After lunch, I go back to my desk. I check my emails and make a short list of what I need to do. I often have a video call with my team. We talk about what we finished in the morning and what we will do next. The meeting usually lasts about 30 minutes. After the call, I take a short break. I walk to the kitchen and make a cup of tea or coffee. I drink slowly and look out of the window. Sometimes I see people walking dogs or notice flowers in my garden. If the sun is shining, I step outside for a few minutes of fresh air. When I have more free time, I practice English. I listen to a podcast, read a short story, or watch a video where the speaker talks slowly. I pause, repeat sentences, and try to speak naturally. Before I finish working, I write a short summary of my afternoon. I also write one new word I learned. I review my English notebook and feel happy with my progress. Now, let's talk about evening and night. Evening is a special time to relax and reflect on your day. I come home at 6 p.m. I take off my shoes and sit down for a few minutes to rest. Sometimes I watch the news or listen to calm music. I cook dinner or order food if I am too tired. I eat dinner at the table with my family. We talk about our day and share stories. After dinner, I clean the kitchen and wash the dishes. Sometimes I go for a short walk around the neighborhood. Before going to bed, I read a book or listen to soft music. I take a shower, brush my teeth, and get ready for sleep. I usually go to bed around 10:30 or 11 p.m. You practiced new vocabulary and repeated full sentences. Now it's your turn. Think about your afternoon and evening. Try to say, "What time do you come home?" "What do you eat for lunch or dinner?" "Do you take a walk or relax?" "What do you do before going to bed?" Even if it is not perfect, every sentence you say makes you stronger. Keep practicing your daily routine in English. Record yourself, listen back, and add more details every day. Little by little, your English will sound natural. This is English Unbound. I'm Mike, and I am proud of your effort. Keep listening, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. And remember, one small step today becomes a big change tomorrow.